YouTube. I'm finally here with my first jaw surgery video. Today I'm going to be talking about my day-to-day, like my log of each day, like what happened. I'm not going to go in depth of why I got the surgery or any of that today. That's in the future, but today I'm just gonna kind of give you guys like an insight of what it was like every single day. Alright, so let's just start off. So it's the day of the surgery, right? I wake up kind of early that morning and I get out this journal and I start journaling my day to day, like what I should eat, things to do. I actually didn't end up looking at that journal that much, but I wanted to have some type of prep, because like if you don't know what to do and you're just sitting there bored, like I did not want that to happen to me. So that kind of got me in the mindset of the surgery, like what it's gonna be like. And so I did that journal. I brought this bag and I brought like the syringes. I brought deodorant. This amazing thing they gave me there. I'm gonna talk about this more, but this is like, it's a scent thing, and you basically just take this off, and it smells so good. And after surgery, when you're all nauseous and everything, and you just like smell this, it's so good. Like get some peppermint ones and some ginger, and you're gonna be good. I just got syringes, my pads, and a blanket, and then I just used the blanket when I was out of surgery. Basically, when I got there, I talked to my surgeon and he went in depth of what he was gonna do and just made me feel safe and everything. And then what they did was they brought me to this one room where I was waiting, and then basically we were just waiting in there for a really long time. My surgery was delayed, I think 2 hours. Your surgery's probably gonna be delayed too, because I heard that's really common. And then I made my TikTok, and after I made the TikTok, the anesthesia guy came in, asked me questions, and he was talking about the happy juice. So they gave you this happy juice, and then they give you the IV. And I've had happy juice with laughing gas in the past, and it made me go into like a panic attack, so I kind of started like freaking out, and I was like, I don't want that, like no. And they said that they would lower my dose, but y'all, it was fine. I'm telling you, I wish my parents recorded it, because when they gave me the happy juice through the IV, oh my god, y'all, I was like this. I was like, dang, you feel that shit quick. And I just started laughing and like all this shit. I went from like crying to just like laughing, like, oh my god, it hits you. But yeah, after that, they took me to the surgeon room or whatever. And they put this like thing on my face where I was like reading through, and then they put me on this other bed. And then after that, when I was reading through this thing, I think that's just when they gave the IV with the real stuff in it, and then I just fell asleep. Annoying thing was the IV, because y'all can tell I'm skinny, and my veins are very much skinny. And the IV, I don't know why people say it hurts when you get it put in. It did not hurt. But having it in was just like ugh, I just didn't like it. Cause I got type of person, I get like sensory overload, and it just was bothering me that there was something in my arm. I like could not stop like thinking about it. After surgery, I woke up and there was another IV in my foot, which was I was like, what? But there was nothing in it. So I think they just did it as an emergency. I still had bruising on my foot from it. So yeah, this nostril was completely clogged with blood. Like there was like, it was just all blood. It was all dry, and it took me like 2 hours that night to get it out with a washcloth. After surgery, I did throw up. I don't know, I think it was from the blood, because it was just all blood. I threw it up. It wasn't scary though. Everybody always asks like, you know, oh, but it wasn't scary because I wasn't bandaged shut yet. And so when I threw up, you know, I was just regularly throwing up. And then I got the banding. So then 6 a.m. they came the second day, and they bandaged me shut. And I was fine with that. I was like, whatever, I don't care. But they didn't tell you how to eat. They just gave you the syringe, and I didn't know. So I was like trying to put it like in the middle, and I couldn't. And I was like freaking out because I was like, aren't I supposed to open my mouth like to get it in there? So then I started crying. Now with the shot, I can't really read that well because I thought if I got liquids, it would like decongest my throat. And when I couldn't do that, I was like, oh my god. The doctor or whatever had to come in, and she taught me how to use the syringe. You do it on the sides, you don't go in the middle. So once she actually taught me how to do it, I was like, okay, I'm good, like, whatever. The getting shut, you get used to it after like 2 days. It's really not that bad. And actually after the 2 weeks, not talking gave you a lot of peace. Zofran, ibuprofen, Tylenol, amoxicillin, Sudafed, and oxycodone. And you only do oxycodone if you need it. I would not do that unless you're dying because that shit makes you hella nauseous. I felt like I was gonna throw up when I did that. That was disgusting. So yeah, I would not do that unless you are like in agony. I went home at like 1 o'clock. My face felt like it weighed 10 pounds when I went home. The only thing I could eat was protein shakes the first 2 weeks. Not just the first 2 days, the first 2 weeks, because I tried to blend out something and it did not go good. I started getting feeling back in my mouth the second day. The first day, it was mostly just swelling. Second day, swelling that I started getting feeling on the inside, not the outside, but the inside. I started feeling my stitches. One of the weirdest things that I noticed was my smell, like my nose. I was smelling things that normal people can't smell. To this day, I'm smelling things that normal people can't smell. The things I can smell now are amazing. I could smell like perfume, I could smell like candles. Like, I never really smelled stuff before. So, you know, that was amazing. But you also smell the nasty things too. I was just listening to binaural beats. I'm gonna make a video about that. Oh, and I showered twice a day for the first 2 weeks. And that really helped with my swelling, my breathing. I didn't feel so nasty. The third day, this one, I had this disaster with this phlegm in my throat. It was pretty bad. I was freaking out. If you have it in your throat, just know it's normal. I was scared because nobody told me about it, so I was like, what is going on? And yeah, it was just this really thick, nasty shit that was coming from my nose, and it was going to my throat, and then it was going from my throat to my mouth. So then my roof of my mouth and my tongue was just like this nasty, like snot shit. Honestly, it was disgusting. And I couldn't get it out because you can't spit, like your mouth's wired shut. But if you drink warm lemon water, you'll be fine. Day 4, the meds are the top like 5 things that was so annoying. First of all, sometimes I feel like you're drinking acid, and second of all, the liquids that they gave you were like so syrupy. I went to the store, got pills, crushed them up, and put them in a liquid, and then drank that because I just could not deal with it. Day 4, the bottom half of my face was starting to feel. I mean, it was heavy, but not my whole face. So, like, it didn't feel that heavy here, but it felt heavy here. Day 5, I shit at least 20 times that night from the amoxicillin. I did not sleep at all that night. By day 6, I was sleeping and breathing better than I had my entire life. I felt really, like, energized when I woke up. I was sleeping most of the time. By day 7, I was using the water pick, and it was making my mouth more comfortable because it was so stiff before. But I made the mistake of being too aggressive on the side because this stitch was like, it felt like, I don't know, it felt like paralyzed, I guess. Like, I could move this side of my mouth fine, but this side was like I couldn't. So I was just like, what's wrong with it? And then, like, 10 days later, I was still draining blood, and this goopy shit on my stitch because I did that. I started getting this extreme sensation in my chin, and it only happens when you're going to bed, which is the worst time for it to happen. And heating pads help with it. My eyesight was different too. My eyesight changed because the way I used to have my head was like this. Okay, I always just looked like that. And so then now when my head was like this, when I was writing on my thing, my handwriting wasn't slanted anymore because it was like my head, you know, they fixed it. On day 9, every time I got it, my stitches would bleed because of what I did on day 6. I was officially off my meds. I hadn't been able to get sleep because of that sensation feeling and the jaw spasms, which started happening on day 10. They would happen when you finally fall asleep. It was only this side, and it would just go like, and I was just like, and it is kind of painful. It's too fast for you to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of annoying. You guys can get medicine for that. And I was also listening to binaural to help me with it because I don't like medicine. Okay, so on day 12, I said the swelling here is the most annoying besides the constant tingleness that was going on right here. Swelling went down, I think, a lot after day 5. Day 3 and 2 were the worst days for me. Day 13, I said I can laugh now. If you would tell me a funny joke, I would start laughing, but if you told me to smile, I couldn't do it. So it was really strange. Day 15, this is when I went to my doctor for the 2-week checkup. She ended up giving me amoxicillin because this was still bleeding when I went there. And I did that for 5 days, and they loosened my bands, and so that's how I can talk now. Tomorrow's my 4-week appointment. Another thing I realized so far is my voice sounds very different. And I actually like this new voice better. But when I was able to talk, I sound so different. Day 16 took me an hour to eat 1.5 eggs, and then it took me 20 minutes to clean it out. So this is when I realized I can only really eat stuff that doesn't require chewing. So I've been eating oatmeal, pie, cake, applesauce, soup, sweet potatoes. I had Thanksgiving. You can eat anything that doesn't require like chewing. Day 19 is when I was able to actually talk, and I posted videos on TikTok. Day 23, I'm learning to manage the drooling, but it's still a lot. Still to this day. I've heard it could take like 6 to 8 weeks, and it's happening because I can't close my lips, so that's why it's happening. I was at a store, and there was this really hot guy there. I felt like this drool coming down from my mask, and he looked at it when he was talking to me, and it was so embarrassing. Well, that's when I realized that I can't go to school if I'm gonna drool. I've mixed 3 weeks of school so far. And day 23, I started to sleep elevated on my side, so I had 3 pillows, and then I sleep like this. Like I had one hand here, then I had my blanket, and right here, so my drool goes on my blanket, not my pillow. And that's how I sleep with the 3 pillows. And I just started getting used to it like last night. If you feel good, don't start walking around doing everything. Wait 2 days, take it easy. After 2 days, then start. Alternate between saltwater rinses and alcohol rinses. And you guys should be good. This is the 4-week update. I think I'm gonna film another one at like 8 weeks. Lots of new videos in the future about different things about jaw surgery. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.